This is probably the most radical bill I've seen come through the legislature in my 2.5 years there. And I've talked to some older folks who say the same thing, that they've never seen a bill so extreme as the
Hmm.
Climate Superfund bill, which would penalize energy producers in the state of New Jersey to the tune of $50 billion for doing what? For creating a legal product that is used every day by the people of New Jersey up and down the state. It's actually it's not just a legal product, it's an essential product to our economy and our way of life. To penalize these companies to the tune of $50 billion for doing nothing more than producing a legal product on a free and open market, and at different points in history actually encouraged and incentivized to do so by the state and federal government, is frankly appalling. So I was distressed that this bill came out of committee in the Assembly and in the Senate. I spoke out strongly against it in the Assembly Environment Committee. And during that exchange, you might have seen a clip from one of my colleagues who said that New Jersey doesn't need those jobs. And he was referring specifically to the people who work at the refineries in Linden and in Paulsboro in North and South Jersey. We don't need those jobs, is what he said. I disagree. I totally disagree. We need any and all jobs in the state of New Jersey, and we need lower taxes, not the all-time biggest tax increase in history.
Mm.
And the insidious part about this bill, it's retroactive, right? Back 20 years or some number of years, right? So
That's correct.
This was doing business 15 years ago, completely legal. And now all of a sudden they are retroactively making it illegal. Sounds like North Korea.
You know, there's that poem New Jersey recites, "How much do I love thee? Let me count the ways."
Yeah.
Well, they're not very loving to big business. They're doing everything they can to chase them out,
Yeah.
whether it's retroactive later, whether it's the 11% corporate tax, whether it's the regulations. And you say, you put this in your speech to Assembly, too, that I was listening to. You can go down the string of big businesses have left just recently. They don't want big business. Yeah, let me count the ways. There aren't too many ways.
Absolutely.
Can I ask?
Please.
Yeah. Can I ask a few sentences about what your feelings are about data centers? Because it's a hot
Data
topic.
centers.
Monroe Township down here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, data centers need to be in the right places, and they're not the perfect fit, everywhere across the state of New Jersey. The last thing I would want to see is beautiful untouched farmland or open space turned into a data center or affordable housing for that matter, or any other type of development. So land that is preserved should stay preserved, period, end of story. Are there more industrial and commercial zones in our state that could accommodate a type of facility where data is processed, where water is on a closed loop, where energy usage is managed in a responsible way? I think that's inevitable. So I think we got to do this judiciously and carefully. That was more than a few sentences, Jack, but I think the bottom line is these are a necessity, and they just need to be managed in a responsible way.
Yeah, this is a topic in our congressional races for midterm, that there needs to be a certain amount of regulation.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. It makes me a little nervous that I hear people come out and just a total ban on data centers. I don't think that's the right approach. I think it's closer to, doing the correct due diligence that protects the environment, people, protect their electric bills so that they don't go up, as well as the watershed and that sort of thing. So.